Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Do boop 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 boop. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. Got this chat up. Yeah. Oh, man. It's good to be back. Conquering champions, you heard? We are back from Budapest. We brought another one of these home. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Let's start this off the right way. Paris SJ, tous ensemble on chantera cet amour qu'on a pour toi, qui ne cessera jamais. Après tant d'années de galère et de combat, oh pour toi Paris SJ, on va se gâter la voix. Oh lo lo lo, oh lo lo lo, oh lo lo lo, oh lo lo lo. Paris SJ, tous ensemble on chantera cet amour qu'on a pour toi, qui ne cessera jamais. Après tant d'années de galères et de combats, oh pour toi Paris SJ. Let's go, you ready? Oh, oh, la la la. Turn up. Oh, la la la. Oh, la la la. Oh, la la la. All right. Woo! Wow, what a time. What a time. I'm back, y'all. Back from Budapest. Beautiful town. Beautiful weekend. You know? How y'all feeling? Tell me about your Champions League experience. Ooh. This might have been the coolest thing to happen to me. So mind you, damn, I gotta turn the AC on. I got worked up. It's hot in here. Man, fuck that. Let's run it one more time. Let's run it one more time. Let's run it one more time. Top of the morning. We bringing fresh energy to you. We bringing fresh energy to you. De galère et de combat. Oh, pour toi, Paris SG. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Oh, la, la, la. Oh, la, la, la. Oh, la, la, la. Oh, la, la, la. Paris SG. Tous ensemble, on chantera. All right, let me stop. It's too early. Woo! Back from Budapest, you heard? Back from Budapest, you heard? How y'all living? Woo! Need to spark the J. It's too early. I gotta calm my nerves. Talk to me, man. Talk to me. Talk to me. What's going on? Yo, low key, Budapest slept on. Very cool town. Very nice city. Very nice people. Great memories. I'll forever cherish. I'm trying to put this video together from I got a bunch of footage from out there. Ooh, this is cool though. This might be the coolest thing that happened all weekend. I was at the celebration in Paris afterwards. Oh, hot, man. Hell, got worked up. Ran into my boy Ashraf Hakimi. I had my ball from last year when I was in Munich. Signed that for me. You see number 2. Probably going to go down in history as the best African baller of all time, most decorated. And while I was in Budapest, I got the other game ball. I need another case. Got to hit Amazon. So I got them both signed. Hakimi. Shout out my dog, Ashraf Hakimi. We appreciate you. We got to figure out where to leave these. I got a shrine in my living room, but my girl wasn't feeling that too much. I need another case, low key. Need to hit that Amazon. We back. How Subnautica is tight. Subnautica's tight. I haven't gamed it a little bit because I've been traveling. But I actually want to get back on, what was that? First Light? The 007 game. I might go play that in a bit. Single player games sometimes are a little funner on the stream because at least I can talk to people. You know? I can interact with y'all as opposed to like, I love Arc Raiders, but I'm stressed for my life when I'm playing that game. You're not gonna get much out of me. Oh, lo, 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 do, 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 do. Oh, lo, lo. Everybody on that Forza, huh? Hop on a new James Bond. Yeah, I might do that. I'll do that in a second. How y'all feeling? How are y'all feeling? Do, 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 do. Man, I've been working on so much music. I feel like PSG won. I'm in a sharing mood. So, I rebuilt my little studio space, as you can see. This is where we currently at. This is my little sanctuary. We call it the Ox. Just been having all manners of friends and family coming through. Let's go, Knicks! Let's go, New York! Let's go, New York! Come on, man. If I get this PSG win, I get a Knicks win. I was talking to my brother Moma. He said he might be done with sports after that. Well, unfortunately for him, he's an Arsenal fan. Shout out to the Gooners though. What a game. Great season they had. We had to take that one. Crazy game. Little Buzz making zombies maps. Hop on the new James Bond. What up? Where y'all clocking in from? Been listening since high school. I'm about to turn 30 this year. Man, I appreciate that. What a journey we've been on. I'm still here. Reinventing. You know, cooking up. Oh, lo, 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 do, 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 do. You know, can't complain, man. Yo, love to South Africa, Nashville, Tennessee. I gotta get out there. I don't think I've been to Nashville since like maybe the Milky Way tour, huh? Which is a shame. Tampa, Florida. Wow. Who's pulling up to the fall off tour? Show of hands, class. Who's pulling up? Listening from London, UK. When you and the Hicks doing the Melon Chronica show? I was actually just speaking to the Hicks. Melon Chronica turns a year old in about 2 weeks. Yeah, we do need to touch London. What's the upcoming music sounding like? So, you know, it's actually interesting. I'm usually I don't want to say it the wrong way, but I feel like we're usually kind of slaves to the album process, you know? And sometimes it's a little debilitating, you know? I'm just in a space where I want to make all types of different shit and share it. Like I dropped 2 albums past 2 years as far as Melanchonica with the Hicks, and we only talk about real shit when we're fucked up. And I toured those, and I kind of had a revelation when I built this spot out, and all my friends started coming through, and all the collaborators I work with, and all the new artists I've been working with, and established artists or whatnot. That I kind of want to build a more of a community thing, So people will come through here, you know. We might do 2 songs. Let's put them out next week, you know. Let's put them out next week. I kind of want to do a year like of telling the story of the Ox and you know recording everyone that comes through. I give you guys like a little fly on the wall, kind of like how y'all are now. I set up this camera everywhere. Um, bring y'all into the process, into the joy of really the collaborative process that I found in here. That's kind of always been at the crux of what I do, honestly. Um, you know, maybe I'll play out some shit. Hold on. Let me see. I gotta get on this side. Hold on now. See if I can get a little bit more of the view in here. What up, what up, what up, what up? Come on now. Jag together. All right. Oh, there we go. All right. All right, all right, all right. What in the hell? The Ox series, yeah. I'm thinking of naming it Oxtails. Just tales from the Ox. And a play on word on my favorite Jamaican food. Um, it's like it's so much music I've been making in here that I wouldn't even know where to begin. But I'll play a little bit. I'll play out a little bit of stuff in here. I mean, it's gonna be coming through this mic. I don't really have my music computer routed through here. I mostly just be on here gaming and such. I guess since hold on a second, let me do this. This might be better for this. Oh lo lo lo. Let me just bring y'all in here. Since we're done celebrating this PSG. All right. Boop 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 boop. Can y'all hear me when I'm back here? Testing. Dang. I should have thought this out a little better. I'll get it figured out for the next one. This is a little impromptu. Oh, no, no, no. All right. No, no, no. Let's let me make sure these speakers are on. Oh, no, no, no. Da, 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 da. No, no, no. Mm. What y'all want to hear? Y'all feeling energetic? What y'all feeling like? Oh, no, no, no. Actually, I want to play this. I know my worth. I'm no canary in a coal mine. I won't die first. I'm Daddy Harry letting go of mine. Under my nerves, still willing like composure. Still deal, give him closure. Go time. Mariano, I'm the closer. Keeping it real, I stick to my approach. Bitch, I'm the meal, thinking like a grocer. Making them niggas sick from high gross. Up in the hills, you niggas can't encroach mine. I've been thinking about a boat, just so my haters see me from the coastline. Shots to cold for the coastline. We've been on a mission since like '09. Shots to Eve, cause the whole time he been pushing niggas like an old line. Last winter was prophetic, but I'm feeling indebted to the cold climate. No grind like a slow grind. I got frayed hopes like I'm rope climbing. Stay close to the most high. It's God's timing, there's no timing. Stay close to the most high. It's God's timing, there's no timing. Even if you find yourself alone, you're not on your own. You won't ever have to walk this road on your own, your own. It gets better, baby. It gets better, baby. Baby, it gets better, baby. It gets better, baby. We had the way that's on purpose, baby. All of my prayers been working lately. God stop because the journey saved me. Somebody praying for me on the day. We had the way that's on purpose, baby. All of my prayers been working lately. God stop because the journey saved me. Somebody praying for me. Protecting my peace. In search of a world that's just for us, it's never in reach. How could it be? They murdering babies on the screen and letting us see. No one intervenes. The laws that cover humanity, they no longer have meaning. I'm trying to be an honest man, but I understand why niggas be scheming. It seems the ones that have high words of God are really the demons. A single mom. It gets better, babe. It gets better, baby. We out the way, that's on purpose, baby. All of my prayers been working lately. God stop because the journey saved me. Somebody praying for me on the day. We out the way, that's on purpose, baby. All of my prayers been working lately. God stop because the journey saved me. Somebody praying for me on the day. For me on the day. For me on the day. Yeah. Shout out Luke. Luke is on that record. And Lord Kez, very talented singer from South Africa. Shout out Lord Kez. She pulled up through here. We did a bunch of music. Um, you know, like I said, I just been like leaning into the community, working with people I want to work with. Making it more about the collective. That's kind of like my mission, and I think I struggle with. The thing is, I always want like to build worlds with my music. Whether it's whatever, Too High to Ride, Milky Way, Melanchonica. Like I like there to be some cohesion and some messaging behind what I'm doing, so it don't just feel random as hell. And that's kind of this is the vehicle lately. Just wow. I'm just blessed to have all these super talented people, and let's make it about what we do together. Like there's maybe that's the message in itself, you feel me? So it's kind of how I'm feeling, and I want to treat it like an album cycle. So I haven't even told anyone this, but this is the family. But I'm thinking of doing like 4 EPs, like quarterly, like drop one every 12 weeks. You guys, and the beauty of this place too, and the beauty of like now that Dreamville is independent again. Um, there's no red tape, There's no set ways we have to do things, and I want to kind of best utilize that freedom to create freely and release freely, and you know tell the stories as we want to tell them. So my thinking was, what if I just did an EP, you know, every 12 weeks, give 4 songs, me and whoever's been coming through this spot. Like I just started this spot like, oh, let me see. Like I'm about to play you some rough shit too. I just started this shit like last week. The homie Chenks came through from London, super tight. I got to meet him through my boy Bueno, who came and did some sessions here, and he brought Chenks with him. Shout out to Chenks. He's done like a bunch of stuff with Central C, and he's from the UK. I don't know if he's from London, but he's from the UK. And he came through here randomly, and we clicked. He came with a friend, and then he came back, and we did a couple records, And in my mind, it's like, oh, I can just drop them. I can just finish them and put them out. No, I'm not done with Dreamville. But Dreamville was at Universal. I'll never be done with Dreamville. That's a family, brother. Um, but the whole label was in a was in a major deal with Interscope. And shout out to Interscope. Universal had an incredible 10-year run, life changing. You know, uh, helped me get off the ground, helped me establish my career. But I'm in a new phase now where ownership means more to me. I'm blessed. I can do more. You know, I need less of other people's money, which is kind of the deal in the music industry. You kind of trade your ownership for like startup capital. I'm not mad at it. That's the name of the game. Uh, but yeah, I've been in it. I was signed there since 2014, and so I spent like a good 10 years there. And I'm on to like new things, man. I'm on to new things. So you gotta reinvest in yourself. I built this out, and you know, just more self sufficient, uh, able to host myself, my friends, my collaborators for sessions. I'm in here writing R&B songs for people. I'm in here writing my own stuff. I'm in here, you know, helping my filmmaker bros write movies. I'm just trying to maximize my creative writing ability, you know? I realize that's really what what drives me, what fulfills me in any manner. And sometimes as an artist, you don't have something you want to say that is your messaging, but I still want to write. So I've been again, some of my friends will come through and they're just songwriters. They write songs for R&B artists, they write songs for whoever. They'll come through and be like, "Yo, let's write this song together." And it's been hella fulfilling, to just do stuff. Let me play y'all something I did last week. Damn, I got this record with Jid, but he got to finish it. Ooh, I can't play out that way yet. But let me play this one I did with Chanks. Actually, I enjoy it. Damn, what is all of these?
Yeah, when I come home off tour, won't be no more calls. It's like the more I give, you just want more. I'm feeling oh so petty, I can't do it anymore. Two-tone, rose gold crazy, new phone. Who are these hoes? You cannot pay for the fool, no longer tame my thoughts. You show your colors so true, but I cannot praise no plug. Not here to dance your tunes, not here to play your chords. You sing the same old song, not here to paint in your voice. Yeah. You really know how to put on a show. You really know how to put on a show. You really know how to put on a show. Yeah, so it's a lot of random things going on. I'm still making sense of it myself. Usually I like to figure everything out before I present it to y'all, but truthfully, I haven't really all the way figured this one out, nor do I care to. Uh, you know, do you prefer to have a concept for an album? I think it depends, you know? I think it depends. That's actually a really good question. Sometimes the concept is just like a sound and a vibe, you know? Like take me and the Hicks, for example. That album's called Melanchronica, you know? It's about like chronic melancholy, you know, and that's like something that's part of our sound, especially our sound together, you know. And so that's a world in itself that you can stay faithful to, you know. You know what I mean? Too High to Riot was more conceptual, you know, it was more about seeing things in myself and in the world that I thought were wrong, but kind of not so much accepting, but noticing like this apathy we have towards a lot of things, you know, where we feel like we can't change them, whether it's about the world or ourselves, you know. And so that was the concept of that album. So, you know, it helped me tap into something there. Like Milky Way was more like about personality and fun, you know. So I just took a slang that like me and the homies would say, and I made it, you know, the concept of that because it was a way for me to kind of showcase another side of myself and of my artistry, you know. Dope as grabs. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. So about planning another collab with the Hicks, like for sure in due time. I feel like we're always gonna, you know, work together and reconnect on things. They're finishing their album. Super excited to hear that. Um, but you know, these things kind of find their way like naturally. You know what I mean? Yo, Bud Lightyear, appreciate you. This Bud's for you. This Bud's for you. To infinity and beyond, my nigga. KOD said, "Can you give me insight on the beat?" Yo, go on the Discord. The link to the Discord should be on here. I updated it. If you pull up to the Discord, it's easier to do that. You know, and then it is, you'll find more people too. Um, oh, designer, thank you. That's a good call. Yo, what's up, Ronald? What's up, Ronald? Oh. I'll play one that's really funny. Hold on. Damn. Can I have a balanced version of this? So it's summertime, you know, we gotta get back outside. I appreciate that. I'm the boss UK.
Oh, Jordan, I just played a song with me and Luke. That was the first joint I played. I'm gonna get that out soon though. It's me, Luke, and Lord Kaz got a record. It's super tight. Shout out Luke. Tapping with my boy. He got some new music out. One of my favorites, man. I really fuck with Luke. Go check that out. Me and him got some music coming. I got some music coming with Jid. Got some music. Me and Kaz came through this spot. Kaz been on the wave. Pretty hype. Pretty hype. Me and him got to lock in and get something new done. He's in a nice spot. Um, how am I? I'm great, man. I'm great. I just got back from Budapest, bringing home another one of these. You know, on est champion, on est champion, on est champion. Can you explain the reason why artists are putting songs out for $1? Um, I haven't seen that, but I do think that's kind of where music is headed. Thankfully, is kind of more direct to consumer because you know it's hard. It's hard, really, for artists to generate revenue purely through streaming. It doesn't really work. Just the splits are so shit. So I think it's cool that you're seeing fan bases kind of rally around their favorite artist and bring it back to that. So it's like when you were selling CDs or buying merchandise or whatever. I think music, and I don't knock it, bro. It's not a bad deal to pay $20 a month and get all the music ever made. You know what I mean? It's a great product, but I think as artists try to like navigate, just being independent artists and doing this, you gotta find ways to get support from pay whatever you want, you know that kind of thing. So shout out to y'all if y'all partake in that. I think it's bringing power back to the artists. It's bringing sustainability back to the artists. It's gonna allow artists that would otherwise not get a platform or not get the investment from the label or not get XYZ. It's gonna allow them to share their art and um, be able to release their music. So I love that. I love that. That's like a trend, in music and the music business. Uh, oh, you said like Luke last song came out on a website. I want to listen to it more, but you got to go through a website. I'm about to bring it back and download the MP3s. Yeah, I got to check out how exactly Luke released it. I thought it was on YouTube. I'm not sure all the details. Honestly, I will find out though, because I am myself kind of studying the landscape. There's a lot of things happening. Shout out to Even. Even's got a cool platform going. Cole did some stuff through them with the Inevitable podcast and the was it Birthday Blizzard? That was the one with the freestyles. I think was on there. Um, so you're seeing at least alternatives arise to just you know here's your point 0.0000008 cents from Spotify. Now go get another gazillion streams and we'll pay you. You know what I mean? It's a little, the game got a little fucked up. Um, so yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I hope that's a trend that continues. I hope people support that. If you have an artist you love that's doing something like that, try to support if you can. If you have the means. Those things definitely go a long way. Knicks about to get blown out by 30. You bugging? You crazy? Are you crazy? Knicks in 6. It's on me. Knicks in 6. Stamp it. Save this. Clip it. Come back to this. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. When my son Brunson cooked that 12-foot nigga, man. Nah, shout out to Wemby. What a player. What are some jobs in music behind the scenes besides like manager of an artist? I mean, I would probably say it's a little different, you know, because like if you're talking about live music, that's a traveling company, you know, like you're gonna have a lot of so many jobs when there's like a tour, you know. So if you want to get into live music, you know, there's sound engineering, there's techs that set up the drums and the guitars. There's lighting guys. There's, guys that come in and rig everything, set up the stage. There's catering and you're on the road. But as far as like, I guess on the artist team, like, yeah, there's management, there's marketing. Increasingly important is like content. If you're good with a camera and you want to get in the game, there's probably avenues there. A&Rs, which are increasingly rare. Um, yeah. Am I still with Driva? Why does everyone keep asking that? Yeah, that's interesting. It's been like I keep getting that question. Like, have I done or said anything to indicate I wasn't? Nah, man. Like that's family. Like it's family. So yeah, it's like asking like you still with your family. Like yeah, nah. That's Um, search for lead. Yo, you bugging. That is disrespectful. Oh, nah. It's we are still going very strong, bro. It's a hell of a year, I'm excited. Like Cold Drop, incredible album. The tour is gonna be insane. You know, we'll be all back out on road, um, with the gang, cooking music. You know, um, kind of riding the high of this energy, of the fall off energy that's always brings about inspiring moments and music creation and all those things. So yeah, I mean, obviously we all live independent lives of each other and live all over the country and XYZ, but I like more and more I appreciate the moments like the tours or the recording camps, things of that nature, where it's like, all right, everybody's in a spot, and then the vibes kind of naturally flow from there. Yo, Ronald, appreciate that. Said that Revenge of the Dreamers 4 been overdue. I agree. I agree. That's the next one on the list that we gotta check off, right? My boy Luke about to drop, yes sir. Yeah, maybe so, maybe so. Did I play the new Forza yet? Nah, I'm not. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a big like driving game nigga unless I can get out the car and bust my gun, like GTA or something. Then I'm with it. But I can't just drive around. That ain't really my vibe. Um, you know what I mean? What do I think we're in the World Cup? I'm going with France. Allez les bleus. I don't know. That team is stacked. Stacked. Uh, yo, said Dreamville Fest. Yeah, we gotta bring that back too, huh? I miss Dreamville Fest. You have mad fans in South Africa. Oh yeah, man. I'm due. We'll be back. We're coming back to SA in December. Big Josie, Big Josie, coming back. Feel like a homecoming. I miss South Africa. This is like the longest I ain't been to SA in like a decade. All right. Yeah, Omen's dropping too. Um, it's a good time, honestly. So yeah, France's B team could go. Oh, you got Bafana taking the cup. I don't know. I don't know. I would love it though. I mean, I would love to see any African team win. That's part of the reason I like France too, because dudes are clearly all African. Yeah, I gotta do some homework. I gotta write a second verse to that one. That'd be the challenge sometimes, you know. You'll come in, you'll get super inspired. More and more, I like to just see the idea all the way through while I'm in it. Coming back to finish something is always a little more difficult. You said, bro, I found this channel randomly through stalking you. Do you want us to be a secret place for real fans, or why you never really promote this? That's actually a good point. I am trying to build a more natural like community of people that be on here, and then maybe we'll make it a more promoted thing once, I kind of figure out. I don't know. I'm just kind of figuring this whole thing out. So whoever's here now, I do appreciate you rocking with me. I'm, not much of like a streamer or content creator, you know, but it's just a cool way to get directly to y'all, you know, play games. Most of the times I'm on here, I'm just gaming with people. Like if you go on the Discord and join the Discord, we put messages in there for playing FC or Arc Raiders or 2K or whatever, and it kind of just grew from there. More so for like my love for gaming and finding my supporters who are also in that space. I feel like when you go to IG and TikTok and some of those, is more so about like it's very music driven. It's very much like you're promoting your music, if that makes sense. And I guess when the time comes and we want to do a stream and play a bunch of music and do shit like that, I'll probably think about it more. But for now, I kind of just want to organically, you know, just vibe with the community that's here. I think that way too. I'll find out more like what y'all like to see on these. Like, that's probably the first time I played any of that music. But fuck it, PSG back to back. If there's any reason to celebrate, with some new tunes. How's my bro Ebe? He's doing good. He's doing good. Alhamdulillah. He's working. Them boys is trying to get a mega tour off the ground. Um, Proud of them niggas for real. Really, really cool how everything turned out. The success of the fall off and the success of the tour. You know, that's that's Cole and Eve's baby. So to see it all going so well is it's fire. But obviously, yeah, it's keeping them quite busy. Sergio, you say, I appreciate that. Last winner, Purge. Appreciate that. With the Dreamville sessions, did you make anything with Monty Booker? Yeah, shout out Monty. We actually did. Um, Damn, it's a song with me, the Hicks. I think Smino's on there. Is Saba on there? It was on the deluxe of Dreamers. I don't know why the name is escaping me. I'm sorry. I put out a lot of music in my life. Spin move? Was it spin move? It was spin move, right? I don't know why that name was evading me. Yeah, spin move with Saba. No, it was yeah, Saba and Smee was on there. Woo, this beat was hard. I remember this. Yeah. Um Damn, you said there's no link for the Discord. You said this channel was originally studio cookups, but niggas don't get that no more. Nah, I'm gonna bring that back for sure. Honestly, I'm just, I actually got these things recently because I was trying to find a way to be able to move this camera everywhere. This is like a wild, this is some kind of man. Me and Claude been going crazy. Claude been giving me the game. Shout out my nigga Claude. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna bring a lot more to y'all from in here. But like I said, that's why I don't like promote it because I'm figuring all that out. Like, you want to see cookups? We could do cookups in here. We cook up every day, you know. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I'm slacking. I do gotta set that up. To be fair, though, I only finished this room like 6 months ago, and then I just been making so much music. Um, that I haven't got the chance to kind of do the whole like, how do I set it up for music? To stream music. Feel like I probably gonna need to get something on the other side on that other desk, so I could just stream from there. Wow, that was like Moolah was just like a SoundCloud throwback. That's crazy. That's fire. I want to say, let me see what. Yo, I did this song with Corey C. Shout out my boy Corey C. We hadn't done a song since Fragrance on Milky Way, which was one of my favorites. It's such a fun record. Um, but we did something recently that's a bop, nice little summer bop. Probably be on, probably be on this first volume of Oxtail. You know, doo 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 doo. It's kind of inspired by Good Times Out, Everyday People vibes. Need Saba and Bai's joint album, my two favorite artists. Thank you, Mr. Classic. Shout out my nigga Saba. Very talented dude. Very humble, good person. Always rooting for bro. Damn, you said there's no link for the Discord, huh? Hold on. Let me find you that link. I'll put it in the chat. All right, here we go. I think I'll be good right here. No? Oh, bro, how am I not signing? So how I feel about the whole freestyle? Shit, I mean, I love hearing Hove rapping in. You know, sounds good. Sounds good rapping. The wordplay is still elite. You know. far as like all the beef stuff that interests me less. But if he's gonna put out a new album, I'm gonna check it out. Any new projects soon? Yeah, I was just explaining a little earlier. I'm working on like a series of EPs, just kind of based around this place we call the Ox. Um, and it's just based around a lot of collaborations I've been doing in and out of this place. So yeah, man, getting ready to drop that. Maybe we'll do like a live stream where I want to figure out how to get the sound right so you're not hearing it through here. You know, because right now you're just picking it up on shout out Elgato. You see the Dreamville mic? Hold on, damn. What? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Fuck with your boy. Yeah, yeah. I like this piece. Yeah. I gotta get with my engineer and see how we can get the sound a little better for y'all. But I'll do that. I'll run through a bunch of stuff with y'all. Honestly, it'd be good to some more. It's a more closed and controlled community. Be good to get your ear on stuff. I love front desk, yo. Appreciate that. Yeah, Milky Way was fun like that. Actually, I'll play you this joint because to me, like a lot of my songs are like spiritual successors of others, you know, or like to me, like Melanchonica is a bit of a spiritual successor to Too High to Riot. It's like me and the Hicks. Obviously, we have Ricochet and Matches, and they heavily like inspired like the sound and the making of that album. So then, to me, Melanchonica kind of is an evolution of that world. And this joint, this joint being Corey made. Hold on a second. Fuck it. I'll play one more. Last one. Last one. I gotta tell you how the concept though, because it's only funny if you know the concept. Right now, it's tentatively titled the Let's Build Olympics, which it's a joke we have out here in LA. You might be at like there's a lot of industry stuff that happens and you run into people and so it's like, yo, let's build, let's build, let's build. You probably never hear from them. Whatever. Or you never get there, but it's like, so there's certain events we're going to where me and the homies will be like, oh, it's gonna be the Let's Build Olympics. Or certain times you're out, you're having a good time and I'm not trying to sound like a dick, but people be wanting to talk shop all the time and yo, I got this, or yo, can you do this? Can you do that? And it's like sometimes you just want to be out and have a good time and be at the function and you're at the day party and everyone's dancing and it's like I don't want to talk about that shit right now. So I did a whole song about that. There's so many bad bitches in the house, point them out, point them out. There's so many bad bitches in the house, point them out, point them out. When she shaking on the dance floor, that thing poking out. There's so many bad bitches in the house, point them out, point them out. She not leading me on, not like I'm reading her wrong. She dressed to impress, she not leaving it on. Busted like she was a gong, made it vibrate. She up like a skyline from white line, but she thinking her vibe's great. Think I'm a nigga I don't get to see, talking my bossy, let's build. Really, I'd rather win not. My patience about to run out. Same niggas dragging my name to these hoes. Ask me how I know. Trust me, my niggas, she definitely chose. Ask me how I know. I don't like your vibe or your energy. I see better men smile, you don't pray to me. Devil is a liar, you a liar. I don't analyze that you telling me. There's so many bad bitches in the house, point them out, point them out. There's so many bad bitches in the house, point them out, point them out. If there's so many bad bitches in the house, why you niggas wanna talk to me? Let me drink a pee, stop hugging me. I'm good on the place you gon' offer me. I don't like your vibe or your energy. Shit. All right, real deal. Last one. All of these are just like I said, records I've been making it here with collaborators that pull through. But this one's fun. You know, you put that J out. Come on. My album's like Will Smith, hit a kill switch, bitch, they all slappers. My niggas moving bricks like Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. I need a reset from my city beat text, stress and gun clappers. I bet you dudes miss a probably shimmy through the street, thought I was part cap. I teach you by the word how to live it like it's good, on it and you're natural. Speaking from the heart, say it with your chest, spell it in all caps. I gotta do the homework on this. Kind of want to get somebody on it. We got here on this. I need another verse. You say he's like never living that slab down. Come on now. Damn, yeah. Oh no. I don't know. PSG went back to back. Now I'm playing everything. I don't know how to act. Kind of want to play out more music. You know, you said my music and so man, so much. You said hear more African roots recently. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, man. I mean, I grew up in New York, but come from an immigrant family, spent time all over the world growing up, and I think like as an adult, that's probably what's had the biggest impact on my sound, and kind of what allows me to do different things and work with artists of all genres. Like I'm always kind of looking for that. I got some new music with FKJ dropping. FKJ album's coming out soon. FKJ, I think he just put that first single out. Go check it out if you haven't. It's super super tight. I'm really happy with the song me and him did. Uh, Let me see the date actually. When's the FKJ album dropping? September 11th. Okay. Yeah, the record he put out is called Soulmate. Super tight. He's one of my favorite people to just listen to. Incredible artist. Um, Me and Jungle got some new music. Very hyped for that. You said, how'd you find the balance between an immigrant sound and a New York sound? I would say like New York is an immigrant city. That's kind of like that's the magic of New York. Like I tell people all the time, or you hear all the time, like travel is the, best. Oh, what I do? Hold on a second. Trying to bring this down a little bit. Oh, you see all the PSG highlights are still running. Um, oh, here we go. Yeah, they be like travel's the best form of education, right? Because you go, you see the world, you like meet all these cultures. But to me, it's like New York is a city that brings travel to you. You know, it's just like it comes to you because everyone from all over the world just lives in New York in very close proximity. It makes for a very cool like cultural and social makeup. And I think when you grow up in that, it's probably the friendliest place to if you're gonna move to the states and come from different cultures. You're gonna find your tribe, and you're gonna find other people not from your culture that celebrate it. A lot of movements like get embraced early in New York. You know, remember when like reggaeton took over New York, and it was like our Puerto Rican homies in high school putting this on, and you know what I mean. I remember when the Afro beats took over New York, and our like Korean friends are dancing to Nigerian music. You know what I mean? It's one of those towns in New York where you get that. You know. Did I have fun at the PSG win? Man, I'm bugging. We ain't done this in a minute. We've been on this chat for a while. Some of y'all just got here. You know, some of y'all just got here. Hold on. Yeah, let me not fuck around. We here for a reason. You heard? Hold on. We here for a reason. Oh nah 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 nah. I need to get my headphones so I can vibe with y'all. You know what I mean? We need to hear this one. We're gonna do this together. Hold on now. Um, is it playing? Oh, open-toi Paris SG. On va se casser la voix. Oh la la. Oh la la la. Oh la la la. Oh la la la. Paris SG. Tous ensemble on chantera. Cet amour qu'on a pour toi. Qui ne cessera jamais. Get another one. I gotta get another one, y'all. I gotta get another one. It's in the mail. Oh, lo, lo, lo. Oh, lo, lo, lo. Oh, lo, lo, lo. All right. Had to get that off. Yep. Yep. Back from Budapest. Pretty legendary, man. Champions League ended up falling on my. I mean, it always kind of happens on my birthday weekend. My birthday's May 27th. So last year, PSG invited me out to Munich. Me and Eve went, watch them beat Inter 5-zip. And this year they had me come out to Budapest. Way different game. Mad stressful. That was very stressful, but great memory. Great memory. I was telling Muggs, ran into my boy Hakimi, signed both the game balls for me. From pause. Both the game balls is crazy, but you feel me? You know what I mean? Got the Munich and the Budapest. I need another case. It's on the way. Shout out to Amazon. Oh, lo, lo, lo. Oh, lo, lo, lo. Nah, now y'all taking me back. Now y'all taking me back. Um, Now y'all taking me back. Damn. Yo, good looking, good looking, good looking. All right, I'm gonna nerd out now because there's some, there's some football fans in here. You know what I mean? I got the program from last year. You know what I mean? Came out with a program next year. I got this baby scarf. I got some good memorabilia. And then I got Hakimi to sign, the joints. That's like I'm gonna commemorate them past two. And my team got their first two trophies ever, Champions League. So I don't know, man. And the Knicks are in the finals. Like I don't know what's happening. I've been tortured my whole life with sports, and if the Jets are good this year, if the New York Jets are good this year, then like that's it. That's the only thing left. You know what I mean? It's the only thing left. Let's go, Knicks. Game one. Let's go, Knicks. Knicks in 6. You heard? Knicks in 6. Yeah. Uh, you say you don't gotta worry about that. Don't play my Jets, man. We're due. How we feeling about the Knicks? I feel good, man. I think the main thing too in our favor is they're less experienced. You gotta hope because they're as talented as anyone. The Spurs and Wemby's a freak of nature, but you gotta hope we can get them at that stage. Where all the teams kind of like are getting their experience and they lose, and we're on fire. We're experienced and we're on fire. So I think we got a good chance, man. I think we're favored, and they played a really tough and long series. They're probably a little banged up, but Wemby could also be on some generational shit where he's 22 and wins a chip, and it's like, surprise, niggas, like, fuck all that experience shit. I'm just here, like, and I'm 7'6", like, give a fuck about your experience. So we'll see, man. But I think OG's gonna defend him well. OG has defended him well. Finals watch party in the Discord. Oh man, I got all the homies coming through. That might actually be a movie, but it's gonna be some wild shit. Damn. All right. Let me do some work before this next game. Yeah, I appreciate y'all coming to hang. I'm gonna finish some shit up, try to finish some of these tunes, and yo.